I moved to Berlin in October of 2021, and since I've been here, I've taken numerous German classes and learned how to say things like Hallo, ich möchte einen Kaffee bitte, and Wie viel kostet das? But so far, in most cases, ich verstehe nur Bahnhof. I've met some incredible people, eaten some, or more like a lot, of insanely good vegan food, spent way too much money on vegan alternatives and random crazy looking sunglasses from the flea market that were definitely overpriced, got a job at a period underwear startup as a content creator, taken up a new hobby in pottery, and drank a lot of Radler. And I've got to say that it's been so great living in Berlin.
Okay, so it hasn't been exactly a year, but I mean, I think 9 months is a pretty long time to get a vibe of a place, especially when you're living day-to-day, regular, basic life. When I first moved here, I made my first impressions video of Berlin. So if you haven't seen that, you can go and watch that. But now I've been here for 9 months, almost a year. I've really gotten to know the city on a different level, and you do. I mean, naturally, wherever you live in the world, once you're there for a certain amount of time, you get to kind of know it on a different, more personal level. You become part of the city. The first thing a lot of people ask about is jobs. I would say already half a year I was living here before I got my job, and the only reason for that is because I was actually just working as a freelancer for myself. Then I decided 6 months in, I kind of want to maybe get a part-time job somewhere just so that I feel more indulged and involved in the culture and I get to meet people here this way. In my opinion, it's so much easier when you're living somewhere if you're either studying there or you have a job there. Of course, there are other ways to meet people, but I think this is kind of like the key way to get in there and also feel more in the culture and in the city because you're working there or you're studying. So you're getting introduced to a lot of things this way through your colleagues, but also just through having an everyday routine and a job like everyone else in that city, or the majority of people. So I got my job in March of this year and I've been absolutely loving it. I work as a content creator for a period underwear startup. I actually think I found this job on, I want to say Glassdoor. It said it had been posted 2 weeks ago, so I really didn't think I had a chance, but I thought, why not? Let's just send in my CV and see what happens. And I mean, I got the job. So, and the requirement for the job was that you had to speak English, which you see a lot of for job offers in Berlin. The main language they want is English. And then the second language, which like would be nice, a plus, is German, which is so bizarre, but that is how it is with a lot of jobs here. You don't have to be like super advanced or very professional. You could just be entry level and wanting to get into something. There will most likely be a job for you out here. All right, I'm just gonna need a little pretzel break because, oh yeah, I'm eating these, which like I feel like is an insult to Germany because you gotta go for the real deal when you're here, but they were laying around and I'm not gonna say no, you know? The next thing I want to talk about is making friends. I know how scary it must be, especially if you're coming from super far away and maybe you've never even been to Europe and you're just like, what the hell? I'm so afraid. Berlin is such a good city. There's always something going on. There's so many cool people with different backgrounds who come from all over the world. There's super alternative people who are interested in crazy things, but it's so much fun. One of the best cities in the best continent. So you're gonna be fine. Obviously, it depends on you as a person, how extroverted you are, how open you are, how social you like to be. Having a bit of a following has helped me actually because I have people who follow me who also live in Berlin. I've kind of said if anyone's in Berlin and wants to meet up, that would be great, and that's kind of how I've made a few friends. A really good one is Bumble Friends. I know a girl who has met all her friends in Berlin through Bumble Friends, and she says people are really cool and really open. Obviously there's gonna be strange people, but there's also gonna be really cool people, so you just have to be open to meeting up with people and making a bit of an effort. Another great way is to go to classes. For example, I went to a pottery class. I loved it. It was for a month every weekend. I wouldn't say I made any friends, but I also wasn't really looking for it at the time or pushing for it and making the best effort. I kind of just went to these classes actually wanting to really learn pottery, and I was just enjoying it as a therapeutic hobby. But if you really want to, you can try harder and actually try and bond with people and get their contacts and try and meet them outside of whether it's an art class, a sport class, or whatever it is. You can definitely find people to hang out with. I don't really party, so I don't have much comment on the party scene here, but all I know is it's absolutely massive and it's definitely a great way to meet people from what I've heard. Come here, my gorgeous son. Wow, way, look at this gorgeous boy. Gorgeous. No, you can't go out now. I'm filming a video. It's very loud out there. Let's talk food. Food generally in Berlin is pretty affordable. I would say supermarkets, very affordable. There's something for everyone and there's so many different supermarkets. I was talking to an Australian girl about this 3 days ago and she was really shocked about this. I'm used to this because I have been to Germany quite a few times before coming to live here, so I kind of got used to this. But there are so many different supermarkets and every supermarket is suitable for a specific item. Sometimes you do need to go to like 3 different supermarkets just to do all of your shopping. For example, for me personally, to get good vegan alternatives, there's a certain supermarket. It might be Edeka, it might be Rewe, but then I go to like Aldi, Penny or Lidl to get my vegetables. Oat milk I love getting in Rewe because I like getting, I'm saying that so wrong, Rewe. Is that better? I like getting Oatly, so that's only available in certain supermarkets, like you cannot get it in Aldi or in Penny or something. Sometimes there's also products that are exactly the same, but it will just cost more in one supermarket than in another. So when you move here, make sure to get a nice Berlin friend or a nice German friend for you who will tell you where all the good stuff is and in which supermarket you should get it, just to avoid like extra costs, because that can happen a lot here. Or you're getting things that are branded when you could just get like the supermarket brand and save so much money. I got way too passionate about that. Going out is a little bit more expensive. It depends obviously where you're eating out. There are definitely cheaper places than others. Vegan food here is unreal. If you're vegan watching this, you're going to absolutely not be able to stop eating once you're here. And probably most of your money is going to go for restaurants. Be prepared for that. There are so many good ones. I need to make more videos on the best vegan restaurants in Berlin because there's just, it doesn't stop. It really does not stop. My boyfriend and I eat out a lot, which is not the best, but we're here, you know, we're living. We want to experience the city and the restaurants, and we try to cook as much as possible, but there's just a vegan restaurant on every damn corner. Hard to avoid. And the alternatives in supermarkets are absolutely unreal. It's just, I have no words. I come from Bulgaria. Bulgaria has like nothing. So it is a dream paradise over here. Another thing that I love about Berlin so much is how free people are. I mean, no one cares. You can dress how you want, look how you want, you can really do what you want. People aren't gonna judge you. They don't judge you, you don't judge them. It is just a free paradise. And it is so nice. It is so nice. Go out in your pajamas if you want. No one cares. No one's gonna look at you weirdly. This is why a lot of people come to Berlin, especially people who are in the LGBT community, because they just feel so loved by everyone here and so welcomed and not judged. And I think it is probably, if not the best, one of the best factors of this city. This does take me onto Tinder though. I obviously am in a relationship, so I haven't been on Tinder here, but some of my friends who have visited me have. Let me tell you, it is a wild, wild world on Tinder here. There are some strange things. Not judging, because good for them, but it is weird, okay? There's some, just check it out. When you come here, even if you're not single, just download Tinder and just have a little peek, because it is actually worth a peek. It's kind of funny actually. There's some really strange stuff, like it's weird. So right now, as of June is gone, but July and August, there is a €9 ticket for public transport. So if you're visiting Berlin or you're coming to live here anytime between now and the end of August, just be aware that you can buy a ticket for the entire month for just €9. I highly recommend downloading the BVG app and purchasing your ticket on there, because then you always have it on your phone. It's just a QR code. You can always show it if someone comes, which like they don't really come. But I mean, I've been here since October and I've not once been checked for a ticket. But buy your tickets. I'm not saying don't buy your ticket. Just know that it's not that frequent that it happens, but you can easily have it accessible on your phone. So I recommend to do that. If you would prefer to cycle whilst you're here though, I also do use Swap Feet, which is a bike subscription service. I actually talked about this in my last impressions video, and I still have to say they are great. They are really, really great. The other day, I found my bike and the stand was completely like ripped off and gone, missing. So I was like, what the hell? And also part of the chain area had become loose, so I couldn't really ride it, and I booked an appointment with my Swap Feet. They came to my door, they gave me a new bike and no extra prices. You are insured. They're rising the prices now, I think next month to €21.40 a month, something like this, but it's still so good, and you have it for the entire month completely insured. So I recommend getting a Swap Feet if you're coming here for a longer duration and you would like to cycle. We're probably most likely going to be looking for a new apartment starting end of September, so I will then make a video more about how to find an apartment, what are some tips that I have, and maybe if possible I can try and show you around some apartments. But they are weird about it. If you do get a short let apartment or a short-term apartment, you can't really go and look at it. You just have to book it online and hope for the best. It is weird. So if I'm able to actually go and look at stuff, I will share as much as possible with you. And if you're coming to Berlin, have the best time ever. Enjoy it because it is so much fun. And you can eat a lot of pretzels and you can drink a lot of beer. My favorite is the non-alcoholic Radler, so I recommend that one. Hey, come. He also wants to eat the pretzels, but they're not that delicious for you. If you have any questions or things that you would like me to talk about or answer in the next video, then just comment it down below. If you want to keep watching kind of lifestyle, living in Berlin vlogs, then don't forget to subscribe because I do post weekly a vlog kind of showing the life here and what I'm doing, how I'm getting on with it. So if that interests you, then please make sure to hit that button. You can also follow me on Instagram for kind of like daily updates. I post a lot more on there in my Instagram stories pretty much every single day. So if you want to kind of be like on the loop daily, that is the place to follow me. And I'm going to head off now because my cat is really being so cute. I want to show you, and I will show you. Let me show you. Wiki. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, cute boy. No bitey. Balcony? Come on. Time for the balcony. Enjoy.
Sit around the fireside, really feeling that I like every little time that I get a chance to close my eyes. If you're gonna make it soon, maybe we could get our room, but I need some rest.